As a parent, one of the greatest challenges is to look into the face of your child and try to imagine what they'll be like when they become an adult. But there is a lot of influence in your child's life between the time they're home with you and you're the only influence until they become adults. There's this turbulent water of adolescence.
The goal of our youth group, bottom line, is to help students love Jesus, love others, and prove it. That's the whole reason our ministry exists.
The question is, how do you get them from being a child to an adult? Well, what Darlene and I discovered is if we could put them in a student ministry vehicle, it's kind of like a boat, an ark of safety that will get them across the turbulent waters of adolescence to help get them from childhood to adulthood, then they would arrive safely on the shore and become an adult ready for life.
During the school year, we meet regularly on Sunday and Wednesday nights. Sunday nights, we use the time to dig deep into a specific Bible study. On Wednesday nights, we set time aside to play games, hang out with friends, have snacks, have a fun time, while still having a time to get a solid biblical message. But more than just on Sundays and Wednesdays, throughout the entire course of the year, we take trips like to Cedar Point and Michigan Adventure. We go on mission trips, and we even do service projects.
Even before I was in youth group, I just wanted to come, and it's really pushed me to get outside of my box and just communicate with people more and see how their day was, and just it really pushed me to become a better person and be more like Christ.
I look forward to youth group every week. The people are great, and we always learn a lot about God.
Alright, so youth group has been pretty great to me because I don't know, quite a few years ago I started going there, and since then I've changed a lot. I've made a lot of good friends, or great friends, and I don't know, it's just been such a fun time learning about God and I don't know, just being in great fellowship with those people.
Friends that are going through it with me and that are doing it with me, that understand me and that can offer feedback with healthy debate and discussion. This has been great.
Students are making decisions today that will shape their tomorrow. They are deciding now which way to point their feet, so that in 5 or 10 years they will either be closer to Jesus or they won't. They're making those decisions right now. That's why it is so important to get your students plugged in. Whether it's our weekly gatherings, a camp, retreat, a special event, a mission trip, whatever it is important that your student be involved. It's also equally important for students, your kids, to see a healthy, fun church environment, one that's growing and pointing people towards Jesus. Connections are one of the most important things to students. We want to do our very best to make sure that students have a great church experience so that when they are old, they will not depart. When the trials of life come, we want them to see Jesus and His church as a source of strength.
I guess being in school, going to college every day, you don't know what people believe or what the teachers are going to teach you, if they're gonna try and challenge you in your faith, or if they're gonna encourage you. And I think youth group has encouraged me to stand up and not be afraid.
Is that they get to come into an environment where they're not around people of different ages, but they're among their own age group, not youth among adults or youth among children, but youth among youth, and they can learn to express their opinion that not only is their own, but it's something that someone else might share with them and they can feel that community.
Youth group has taught me to be a leader, but also to be a listener at times. It brought like unity to us all. Like we could encourage each other. We knew where we all were at. It was like a time to share and a time to learn, and it really helped me.
You know, parents love their kids. In our 2020 vision, Maximizing the Yield, one of our highest priorities at CCMC is to partner with parents and be intentional about teaching them to love Jesus and to love others. Your student is always watching the way we live our lives. There's no better way for you as a parent to prove to your kids the importance of church. There's no better way to love and follow Christ in your own life than to prayerfully consider supporting and stretching your family in this future connections. The writer of the Psalms says that one generation commends your works to another. They tell of your mighty acts. Now, the impact that this expansion will have is no doubt will last for generations to come, and we have a great opportunity to positively impact our students' lives through this. I'm convinced that one of the greatest responsibilities of any church, and especially Cass City Missionary Church, is to reach the next generation with the authentic love of Jesus. When a kid is making their own decisions, when they're deciding for themselves what they will believe for the rest of their days, who they'll trust, who he or she will follow, we need to make sure our kids learn about Jesus Christ. That's what student ministry, that's what youth group is all about.